I think most of us growing up, especially people in my generation and mostly other generations, some a bit after me and some a bit before me, but most of my generation had a lot of fun playing Lego games. Now, there's a lot of different ones, but noticeably my favorite ones were obviously the Lego Star Wars. Those are always fun. Lego uh Indiana Jones, that was always a good one. And you had some other variations. You had like Harry Potter, which I unfortunately couldn't play because it had black magic in it, and I couldn't play games with black magic in it when I was younger. But Lego games are obviously a classic for most of us. I think all of us at one point of our lives played a Lego variation game, whether it was a Star Wars, Harry Potter, Indiana Jones, or whatever it was. Most of us played one. Legacy of the Dark Knight had been announced and is actually coming out soon. And I had wanted to talk about it because not only is it actually going to be a very interesting game and a pivot for Lego as a franchise, especially TT, the game studio behind it. Jiggy08 also really wanted me to make a video on this, and I thought it was well deserved and well timed to just make one because I wanted to try to get as much information I can on it as possible, and so that way I can try to talk about it in a worthwhile instead of just me throwing opinions and me just not knowing too much about it. And unfortunately, I never played the older Lego Batman games, but this one would probably be one I might try to get into. And I think a lot of people are going to probably get into because obviously Lego, as a game, as a series, is again, it's a Lego game. It's very kid friendly and it just takes a simplistic level to level play style that's like a boom shooter where you just go to level and you have certain objectives, and it's very minimalistic and again very simplistic, and it doesn't really take too much to do and understand or to expand upon. And really the only other game where we had it where it wasn't the classic level to level style was like the Lego Avengers game, where that one you could explore like Grand Theft Auto, and I was always very infatuated by, because when I was younger games were more level to level, which is crazy for me to say when I was younger and all that. It's fucking crazy. But when I was younger, games were more level to level, boom shooter type of style where it's like you have to have objectives throughout. You load and it's very simple. Nowadays, most games are trying to take the open world route where it's your choice to do whatever you please. Some games have done it right, some games haven't done it right. I think Modern Warfare, Call of Duty was probably the best example of it not really working, where, yeah, let's just do instead of zombies round based, let's just do it open world, which Modern Warfare took that turn. Or whatever, the open world concept, especially with campaign where they added open world as a concept to it, it just didn't really work. And so some games had it to work. It does work where like you have Lego Avengers, where it's an open world game, you get to explore. Red Dead Redemption, an open world game where you get to explore. But I guess I'm trying to think of more classic games where it's like that. But yeah, like Saints Row, the older Saints Row open world game. And so you have it to where older games with their certain series or a play style, you understand what it is, and most of it was the level to level, where you had to complete a level, do certain objectives, and very simplistic, and then you move on. Lego Batman Dark Knight Legacy, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, is actually going to take a turn from its usual simplistic level to level playstyle, and it's actually going to be an open world game, which is super cool because a lot of the leaks and a lot of what people have been seeing and playing already, because a lot of people have had early gameplay testing, or people like some creators have been able to play it early, and it's basically Arkham Knight. It's literally an open world Arkham Knight, just with Lego as a Lego themed game. There's stealth mechanics with the game. There's fighting combat counter pairing mechanics with it, which is new. It's more cinematic pacing. There's you have the Batmobile, you have different gadgets, traversal, the stealth, again, as I was saying. There's more expanded upon that actually brings it to life versus the simple like just level to level, which when I was growing up and I played Lego Star Wars, that's what you do. You just go through the level and you had to go through. It's very narrow down, it's very funneled down of what you have to do and you understand it. And so with this, it's taking a different turn. It's gonna be literally Arkham Knight with Lego humor or Lego theme attached to it, which I think is super great. I think it's gonna revitalize the TT Games studio as a Lego maker or a Lego game maker, and I think that's amazing for it because I think this would take a step up for games just being catching up with modern times. I mean, I think there was a recent change of owner, or I forgot what happened. I think it was Warner Brothers. From what I remember, I think Warner Brothers had taken control of certain companies or certain people that make certain franchises, which was like Mortal Kombat, DC, and of course Lego. I think I'm not. I think it was also Lego or Batman in that studio because DC is part of it, and so I think that's going to help revitalize TT as a game studio because somewhere in the near future, what if we get a revitalized Lego Star Wars or a revitalized Avengers or something where it's updated, it's more detailed, and it's an actual worthwhile game just with a Lego theme to it. I think that would be great for the studio. So I mean, besides most of what is updated with it, of course, like the detail of it being a Arkham Knight style, it's of course going to be pretty much like much I don't know what else to try to expand upon besides it just being a Lego. It's going to be an Arkham Knight Lego Batman game. Like you're literally going to be able to explore, traverse, use gadgets, be stealthful, have combat mechanics that also include parrying, countering, and doing certain stuff. And it's amazing. I think this is great for the series. So, along with the open world and of course all of the that comes with it, which is almost like an Arkham Knight remake. You have the Batmobile, the stealth, the combat. People were also curious because of the roster, because apparently the roster in this game isn't going to be as big. And most previous Lego games, you had a huge roster of characters and playable characters, most notably Lego Star Wars. You could have picked any character you want. In fact, you're able to customize your character. In fact, me and Jiggy08, we played Lego Star Wars probably about a year ago. I think we were commuting for a job and we had just wanted to play Lego Star Wars because we could, and I think we were able to. If we were not commuting, we were at his crib and we were able to play it, and it's fun as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, it's just crazy to see, like, and it would be cool to see it updated. But anyway, the point being is that it had a huge roster. There was multiple characters. There was hundreds of characters you could pick from. This one, I believe, there's only going to be around 8 to 12 characters playable on the roster, but most of these characters are going to have huge variations to them. And in fact, there's going to be a skill tree and an upgrade possibility with that. I think like an RPG base where there's skill tree, you get to upgrade and do stuff. So again, it's kind of moving and pivoting away from what the classic like the Lego games would usually be known for, and how they'd play and how you'd interact with it, especially like the huge rosters, the simple level to level. It's going to be changed and updated, which is amazing, I think, for the game series, because I mean, it's like I said earlier, it's good to keep up with the times and to keep up with how we would like to play games. And I think having a more modernized Lego game that's also expanded upon with its gameplay and it's actually more interesting and elaborated on rather than just simple level to level, it's going to make it a lot of money. In fact, Jiggy Away, he really wanted me to make a video about this because he's super excited to play it. And if he's super excited, then I know it's probably going to do well for them. So keep doing it. If we get a revitalized Lego Star Wars, I'd probably get it. I think we have gotten some in the past, more so kind of within like 6 years ago. I forgot when like the last Star Wars one we got, but at the same time, it was more of like, I don't know, maybe they did it like, because this is going to be a definitive Lego Batman game. Also, it's literally including every single possible story, lore it could elaborate on. All of the lore and all of the story and all, because again, it's going to be a definitive edition for the Batman. So it's going to take in everything it possibly can. It's going to take in the Nolan trilogy, the animated series, the comics, the Reeves Batman influence, the Arkham style mechanics, and the multiple Batmobiles and the Bat family eras. So it's literally taking in everything it can as a definitive edition and a definitive version of a Lego Batman game, which is going to be super cool, because then I think this could be one of those games that are like more long lasting for as a repetitive or a retentive game where people keep going back to play it, rather than a game that you can finish and just it moves on and people don't really like look back on it or keep playing, like games you could whip up on the Xbox 360 or like the older games where some people still go to it. I feel like this could be one of those games, and I hope maybe in the foreseeable future, we get a definitive Lego like Star Wars game where we get to see everything, all the stories and everything. The ones with Sam Whitaker and The Force Unleashed, I think that would be amazing to be included with a Lego definitive Star Wars game. So again, I think this is super awesome for the franchise. I hope the best that for its release when it comes out. Again, I think it does. It's going to do amazing because most creators that have talked about it have got to play it early, has mostly spoken good things about it. Again, it's just mostly all I can say, and the best way to describe it is just literally it's a Arkham Knight game, but just Lego style. So it's gonna be super cool. It's gonna expand more, I think, more lore too. So it's gonna be again a definitive version with a Arkham style. It's gonna be the gameplay is gonna be Arkham Knight. The lore and story is gonna be definitive, in which it has everything, and then the theme is Lego. So it's just amazing all in one. So it's gonna be great. Yeah, just want to talk about it because Jiggy08 wanted me to talk about it, and I figured, why not? Give the people what you need. And so I thought it was interesting to talk about it because I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I'll probably try to get it and just make some videos on it, but I would be for sure hyped if they did a Lego Star Wars. That would, like a definitive Lego Star Wars, you'd have me right there. Again, if they added The Force Unleashed as a lore like part with it for a definitive and all the other stuff, take my fucking money, TT, take my fucking money. So, yep, that's really about it. I don't just want to talk about it. So, of course, go check out the gang. Tutorial Urchin and Jiggy08. They've been suggesting some content for me lately, so Jiggy08 was the mastermind behind this one. So his stuff will be in the description. Go check him out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya. I don't know why the fuck I did that.